Today, we have a special, bold conversation to have. I'm Ken Dekker, and I have Sonia and Debbie with me. And they're a little giddy because they love doing radio shows. So, and when I said bold, bold is actually a course that we took together a few weeks back. And what the Dekker Team's all about is becoming very professional and a level of excellence. Oh my gosh, that's ridiculous. Okay, we're going to start this over, Ken. Sorry.
I don't I can hardly keep it together.
I didn't even ask you to say anything yet.
Okay, this is why I put it professional.
Overall tone, professional.
Knowledgeable. Okay, I'm going to be okay.
Worst of this. I don't do it for a reason. Okay.
No, just 2 seconds.
Yeah, give me 2 seconds.
Yeah, we look like we're bawling our eyes out with Ken.
It's the saddest subject ever.
Maybe we should switch the topic and just fly with it.
When you said giddy,
Okay.
you should almost change. First time on Inside Track.
First and last time on Inside Track.
Actually would be good.
Yeah, that would be good, actually. Okay, don't say we're giddy, because then I just start laughing.
I'm sorry. I was looking over in your book. Debbie's like, I'm not even through the intro and she's cracking up.
Because I can feel her shaking.
I'm nervous.
Okay, I'm not. We're gonna. That's fine. Let's do it.
Okay.
Okay, seriously. No.
Everybody ready?
Okay, we're good.
Deep breath. All good. Think of dead puppies. That'll.
Nice.
It works.
That's really mean.
Ouch.
Oh, you're starting up again.
I'm just really crying.
5, 4.
This today is a bold show. I've got Sonia and Debbie with me, and we're going to talk about bold, being bold, and a show, or not a show, but a course that we took called Bold. We took it a couple weeks ago because the Dekker Team is all about growth and being professional and allowing our excellence to percolate through. And so how can you become excellent at doing anything is by taking courses to improve yourself, right? Mm-hmm. And so we took that course. It was a 7-week course, right? 1 day a week for 7 weeks. And I think we dragged you in there kicking and screaming a little bit.
In the beginning, eh?
Because anytime you're going to grow, it's going to stretch, right? When you want to grow a muscle, it's got to be uncomfortable. And so what do you think Bold did for our clients? Taking that course, it's about serving clients to the utmost and being a better professional and really being able to help people, guide them, and make a good decision for themselves. So what do you think Bold means for our clients?
For me in particular, we learned a lot about communication.
Okay.
So when I'm doing my job, when I'm the marketing specialist, and I could just get in my zone and I do all of the things we need to do for our clients and more, like with advertising their home and what we do with it. But if the communication isn't there, there's the vital piece missing where we can be working day and night for them and they have no idea. So it's just that little extra piece is to go the extra mile and send them an email. So now on Fridays we send out an update saying this is what we've done with your home this week. This is what we're doing to get it sold. So that was just one of the pieces. I'm sure Sonia has others, but...
Okay, so let me talk to you about that a little bit more.
Okay.
So you say you are the marketing specialist at the Dekker Team, which means you spend primarily most of your day running ads on Kijiji, putting up on different websites, loading onto the Dekker Team, and you actually go out and photograph the properties, do videography, upload those videos, edit the pictures. Tell me a little bit about editing a picture, because I've seen some photos on on the MLS. You look and one looks horrible and another one looks really great.
Right.
How do you make a really great photograph of a room, and it's got backlit with a window, and because most rooms have windows.
Right. So what we do, if the lighting is right, and say if there's dark shadows in a room, we really want to bring out every piece of that room to show it at its optimum. Mm-hmm. So we can do high dynamic range, which it actually takes 3 shots just in quick succession, and it gets the 3. So it gets a very high, like overexposed, and then in the middle, and then it gets a little bit underexposed. Mm-hmm. And we combine the 3. So we get the shadows would be pulled into the light, and the overexposed from the overexposed, and we flatten them together, and then you get the photo with, what do you say, so it's all bright, basically. You can see the whole room.
Okay.
So that's one of the main things.
That's very cool. So you're actually taking 3 photos of every room, and then, if necessary, and then combining them to get the right lighting in each area of the room.
Yeah.
Very cool. All right. And so you're doing all this work and putting up in different places.
And social media as well. Like we're just a blast a day. Just, there's different houses that have awesome different features that we can talk about every day that people would love to be interested in, and the clients, the more we can put it out there, the better. And so we are doing this every day.
And then you're in charge of our print media as well, putting out our magazine ads.
Yeah, the magazine ads and the mails, the Bear, the newspaper. We get that out with all of the homes featured in it.
And I think you made a very, very valid point, because quite often if we take on a listing that maybe had been listed with another company and it didn't sell, and then we come in, what the biggest complaint I have is they don't get any feedback of what's happening.
Right, and it's not because we're not doing things. It's just that piece of communication at the end.
Right.
So that's where we learned, the clarity is power.
Clarity is power.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. Awesome. And Sonia, what did you pick up from Bold?
For me, it was more personal development, basically learning how to be self-disciplined and understanding when it comes to my schedule, that I stick to my schedule, when it comes to not procrastinating, that I do things right away, and I believe in that way, working on myself, I better an experience for the client.
Absolutely. So when you're a better person and a better employee, it's a better experience for the client, right?
Right.
Awesome. Okay. And what kind of things do you do on the Dekker team for our clients?
I am the promise keeper.
Okay.
And
what does that mean?
Ultimately, I am to keep promises that are made by any of the team members. I do mostly the paperwork and following the paper trail. I do the bookkeeping, and I also do feedback as well.
Okay, feedback on showings?
Feedback on showings, and the overall operation of the office I oversee.
Okay, awesome. So when you say you're a promise keeper, I love the promise keeper. Well, I love both of you ladies as employee roles. It's awesome because you make my life easier and you make me look good. Mm-hmm. You make me look good to our clients.
We sure do.
Yes, you do. And what's interesting is if I promise a client something, whether it's look up a piece of information or send a document to a mortgage broker or send a document to a lawyer or ask for a document from an agent, what I do is I respond to the email saying, yes, I'll get that for you. I copy Sonia on it, and Sonia does the work. It's really great. Because many times I'm out on the road, I'm out showing property, or I'm negotiating offers or whatever, and I don't want to let my other clients down, and so it makes my promises, you're my promise keeper. It's really, I thought it was a great title. All right. So you're doing the weekly updates, Deb, and then Sonia, you're taking the paperwork really from start to finish. So when we create the listing paperwork for a buyer or for a seller, when we do the offers, you're involved in that. You're involved in doing the trade record and getting the documents to the mortgage broker, to the lawyers, all of that part, right? So you're kind of in behind the scenes, making sure everything works. And then I hand in my receipts, because I have to hand in my receipts because Yetta will get me in trouble. So I hand in my receipts, you handle all the bookkeeping, the accounting side of stuff. So that's awesome. And so what would you say our overall tone of the Dekker team is? Is it about having fun? What would a client see if they came in on an average day?
So we're fun, we're professional. You have the experience behind you, we're knowledgeable. We know our stuff.
Okay.
And ultimately we're here to help. We're here to move our clients forward.
All right. Perfect. And so what do you want us to be as the Dekker team? If you could, wave a magic wand, what do you envision the Dekker team to be for the clients, the whole team?
I think powerhouse when you say that.
A powerhouse. Okay.
No, but it's a one-stop shop. Pretty much we can help you with anything. It's not just selling or buying, but we also have a lot of people we can refer you to that we trust. We will take care of you from beginning to end, and we follow up and will continue to do so. And basically, you can expect a relationship for life.
Okay. So you want to be their real estate resource for life, I think is a summary
That's
of what you
kind
just
of
said. And I think it's important that our listeners know that when they work with the Dekker team, if they need a plumber or they need an electrician or they need a painter or a contractor or a asphalt repair guy or driveway sealant, whatever they need, we generally have access to people that we've worked with in the past, our clients have worked with before. We know that they're affordable, that they're competitively priced, and they give really good service. So that's really nice to be that resource for our clients that way. Mm-hmm. Okay, so Debbie, there's a couple properties that I'd like to talk about, and I'm going to ask you about them because you went out and photographed them and did the video.
I did, yeah. I love these houses.
So tell me about Reindeer Way. It's listed at 880, I believe, 880,000.
Yeah. Reindeer, it's in Greeley in a great subdivision. It's a stunning interior. It's very, very detailed, 5 bedrooms. And the details are in like the trim work. The kitchen's all custom, with custom above the cupboards.
Crown molding?
No. Bulkheads. The bulkheads are stunning.
Bulkheads.
So there's so many details about this house that are just beautiful. On a large lot, I don't know, it's a little under an acre. Great deck, great backyard. And the garage, right, the garage. It's a 7-car garage, so it'd be great. I don't know if for a...
So they're like 7 doors in a row?
No, there's not 7 doors.
Okay.
There's 3 doors in the front, and then there's a big roll-up door in the back.
Okay.
And it's all wired in, so it could be a shop. Like it's wired in for all of the work they need to do, like
the compressor and welder and that sort of stuff. Yeah,
and then plugs every so many feet so they can plug in all their equipment. And I believe the doors are extended so you can pull in your big trucks Okay. So it's pretty neat.
And it has room in there for 7 vehicles. So if you got toys to store, like the boat and the sports car,
it would be
and
ideal.
That kind of thing.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Mm-hmm. And the 5 bedrooms, are they like 2 in the basement and 3 upstairs?
No, they're all upstairs.
All upstairs,
yeah,
5 bedrooms up.
5 bedrooms on the upper level. It's a 2-story, all hardwood. Mm-hmm. It's beautiful.
And it backs onto kind of an open field kind of thing.
Yeah. It's pretty private. Yeah.
Very nice. Okay, and then the other one is a little more between Manotick and Greeley. Yeah. Knight's Drive. It's in Rideau Forest. Yeah. So more mature treed kind of setting. Mm-hmm. Forest. Yeah. Hence the name Rideau Forest, right?
Yeah. It's a prestigious community. It's beautiful.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And tell me about that one. That's a little bit older home, but completely
renovated. Yeah, top to bottom, and done very well. Like I know all of the windows are custom. Mm-hmm. Well, pretty much everything is. The floors there's like 2 tones of hardwood in it, so it's pretty nice. There's 4 bedrooms on the upper level, and the ensuite off the master. So the master bedroom has a private balcony with a walk-through bathroom. There's like a cedar closet and then another big walk-in closet. And then on the other wing of the house, on the other side, there's a ensuite off another one of the bedrooms. So good for multi-generational or just large family or guests, overnight guests. There's a whole sauna suite on the one side of the house.
Sauna suite.
That's what I like to call it. You got your little wine bar and then a stand-up shower and then you've got your sauna. And then off of that, there's a four-season porch with a hot tub and a sitting area. So it's pretty nice, pretty luxurious.
Oh, so it's kind of like a spa retreat kind
Totally.
of home.
Yeah, with a big outdoor fireplace. I mean, you got it made there. Yeah,
Okay,
it's nice.
and that one's for sale at
$889. Yeah.
$889. Okay, so 2 nice luxury homes for our luxury buyers. If you're just joining us, you're listening to the Inside Track on Real Estate with the Dekker Team. And I have Debbie and Sonia, 2 of our great support staff here that support our clients, really, and support the Dekker Team Realtors. Now I'm going to throw something at you. Both of you are actually in your real estate classes, right?
We are.
Yeah, because we were talking about Bold, and we're going to talk more about Bold, because Bold is about growing and becoming a better person, both professionally and personally. And probably your family saw some changes or whatever, but I just talked about you taking your real estate courses. Why are you taking your real estate courses?
You can take this, Sonia.
Thanks, Debbie. I took it because I've been wanting to actually for a couple of years to do that. And however, working as an admin, there is a lot of restrictions on how much I can help a client when they talk to me on the phone, and or what type of information I can give.
Right.
However, when I become a realtor, I can be more helpful. I don't have to just take a name and number and get someone else to call them back. I can give the information right away.
Okay.
And I can become more helpful to our clients.
More valuable to the clients?
The clients,
so to
the
speak,
team, yeah.
Awesome. Is that similar for you, Debbie, or is there something else
Yeah,
driving
like
you?
I've been wanting to take it as well for a while. But on the first day of Bold, we were sitting in class, and I have 100 excuses why I couldn't take it.
Couldn't take your real estate, or
I couldn't
both?
take both. But it turned out good. So I'm really busy and I don't have time and I have to focus on this right now or whatever. So I just remember one of the first things they said, well, if you're bold, you don't procrastinate. There's no such thing. It's like, well, shoot. Time to stop procrastinating. And then they were saying, they were talking about how limitations, like the limitations are just yourself. You're limiting yourself. It's in your own head. So I kind of thought about that for a while and realized, like, basically it's all in my head. Like, there's absolutely no reason why, like, there's nothing stopping me. So I just signed up and stuck it in my calendar every night, an hour and a half, study, work on my course, and it's going well. So
Okay.
that's what it did for me, yeah.
Wow, so you stuck it in your calendar.
Stuck it in my calendar.
All right. And so talk to us about what Bold teaches you around your calendar.
So one of the laws that we've learned to live by is if it's not in your calendar, it doesn't exist. And I'm realizing on a new level like how like incredibly true it is. So I optimistically think I won't forget to call them back. Like I'm thinking about them all the time. And so I'll have clients who are ready to list their house, just they have a few renovations or a little bit of painting or something that they need to do first. So I'll tell them, I'll follow you up and I'll call you in a week or two or a month. And then internally I'm thinking, like, of course I'm not going to forget. Like I'm thinking about them, I'm wondering how they're doing, and so I'm not going to forget. But then when a month comes around, like you could be in a completely different place. So just immediately you put it in your calendar, just in a month, just remember to follow up with them. So it's allowing me to provide better care and to follow through better.
Okay.
With our clients. It's been super helpful for me.
So sounds like if you're putting in like an hour and a half to study or work on your courses and that sort of thing, it sounds like you're what we call time blocking.
Yes.
So you're putting in blocks of time where you do specific.
Yeah.
And did that carry over to your work as well? Like putting in blocks where you're going to photography of houses and blocks where you're going to upload to social media and that kind of thing? Did that help with your efficiency?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So yeah, you start your day and you go to work with a better outlook, I guess. You know what to expect. You're prepared for it because the day before, everything is set out in my calendar, what I need to do, what I need to accomplish, and how much time I have to do it. So I think we also learned like all things expand to the time allotted.
Okay, that's a good one.
Now you're sucking up.
Yeah.
Oh, I could go on.
Oh, that's a great session because if we book a 2-hour meeting, it'll take 2 hours to do our meeting.
Exactly.
Right? If we take a 45-minute meeting, we can probably accomplish the same
Right.
thing.
You'll just have less wasted time, which can sneak in there.
Okay. Well,
So
that's
it's been,
awesome.
it's super helpful.
Well, now it's your turn to suck up. And what
You have to say.
Yeah, let's hear what you have to say about bold.
For me, getting my license, we thought the same. And I had a bunch of reasons why right now wasn't the right time. And it actually seemed like the worst time. But I thought to myself, there's never a right time. You just got to go for it. And my family supported me, and the team supported me. And that's why I just went for it. And if it wasn't for bold, I wouldn't have that attitude. It was kind of, we'll wait for the right time. The best time was yesterday. Like, you just do it.
Complacency.
And that's another thing bold taught us. Like, just do it. Just do
I
it.
thought it was Nike
I was
that taught
just
us
going to
that.
say.
So bold's about mindset. Bold's really about mindset, right? Changing your mind. You talked about limiting beliefs.
Yeah.
And they talk about this drunk monkey, which is the little voice you hear that says you can't do something.
Yeah.
And to fight that and to really change your belief structure that you can do something. You were created by a mighty, powerful God in God's image, and you're powerful, right? And there's a lot of things you can accomplish with a few skill sets and time blocking, using your calendar. And I love the thing you said, Debbie, if it's not in my calendar, it doesn't exist. And that doesn't mean that I don't do something that's not in my calendar. What it means is if I don't put it in my calendar, it's not important to me.
Yeah.
And so I'll find something else to do, like watch the hockey game or whatever, instead of doing what I want to do. And even if it's reading books, if I want to read some educational books, some self-development books, if I don't put that in my calendar to read, okay, or read my Bible in the morning, that's my first ritual in the morning. When I wake up, I turn on the light and I grab my Bible and I read my 3 chapters. And that's become habitual, and it's in my calendar. My morning routine is in my calendar. Yeah, so that's awesome. So let's talk for a minute about, we'll get off topic for a second. It's still educational. We kind of dragged you to a wealth building workshop, didn't we?
Another thing we got dragged to.
Yeah,
Keeping us uncomfortable.
well, keep
Even
it
the
growing.
show.
Even being on this show is uncomfortable for some of us. But you take clients who call in and say they want to go to the next wealth building workshop, which by the way is February the 11th. If anybody wants to call in, 613-860-4663, and you can sign up for the wealth building workshop. And probably one of these ladies is going to take your call and sign you up for it. And we said you're signing people up for a resource, a growth information night, and you hadn't experienced it yet, right?
Kind of hypocritical, right? Same when I was advertising it too. I believed in it and I loved the concept of it. And I'm trying to write all these great things about it. And then it's like, yeah, I really should go. But yeah, it took a little bit of convincing probably.
Okay. And what did you find when you went to the wealth building workshop?
So I think you started off by saying, basically, immediately it felt like our time wasn't going to be wasted, because you started off by saying, from this evening, what's going to make it a 10 out of 10? Like, what do you want to learn? Mm-hmm. So that was pretty neat, because like there's always things you need to learn, and it wasn't just you telling us a rehearsed spiel of investing or whatever it was, right? It was specific to the people in the room about what they wanted to learn about wealth building, about investing, or whatever the workshop was.
Okay.
So I got a lot of questions answered that I'd been wondering about for a long time.
Okay.
And it was very helpful.
How about you?
I was excited about it because we made a night out of it. We went out to dinner.
Oh, so nothing about the presentation that I made. It was all about the dinner. Okay.
The promise of a dinner got us to the workshop. The highlight was the workshop.
It was actually a pleasant surprise for me, anyways. I'm not a workshop person, and but however, being on the Dekker team, I've learned that the more open-minded I am, the better off I am, and I've learned a lot more since being here. But however, when the wealth formula, same as what Debbie just said, like when you asked us, what do we want to learn? And that is my style of learning. I want to learn what I want to learn. And if I have questions and you were able to answer them all, and it was fun.
Was there anything that you learned that you didn't even know that you needed to learn?
Oh yeah, about the investment, how high of a return you can get on your investment with, like if you have in investing in houses.
Okay.
So I have a rental property, and it was a lot of good information.
You were thinking of selling it.
Yeah, I was actually thinking of selling it, and then I'm thinking, well, if I can get a higher return, I'm gonna, hold on to it.
Okay. So you actually decided to hold on to your rental property after going to the wealth.
I made definitely better decisions after being there.
Okay. Awesome. And Debbie, you own a house?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. You're building wealth through that?
Yeah. Yeah, we have a few investments that, well, it wasn't about, like, I wasn't really making decisions on that. Mm-hmm. What I really took from it was like when you said how do you make your money work for you? Mm-hmm. I'm like, well, there's nothing more valuable that I could learn. So I'd learned, taught me how to work with the investments in a smart way.
Okay, awesome. So would you recommend that the faithful listeners at CHRI would come out to a wealth building workshop?
For sure.
Even if they're not really interested in building wealth, or they haven't really thought about it?
Because they'll learn, even if you have nothing to invest, you're going to show them how to start. Mm-hmm. It's a beginning process. Stick it in your calendar.
But if you're going to stick it in your calendar, call us and tell us you're coming.
Yeah.
Book it.
Make a night out of it.
Yeah.
It's definitely worthwhile.
Make a night of it.
Make a night
but
of
I'm not
it.
paying for their dinner.
No. Oh.
Wait, I don't think you paid for us either.
Well, there you go. That's how I
ended up paying.
That's how I build. That's how I build wealth. Is not paying for people's dinner. So if you'd like to sign up for the wealth building workshop, give us a call at 613-860-4663. That's 613-860-4663. We'd love to sign you up and have some fun learning together. And so we're just really delighted that you're listening to our show, or maybe you're watching it through an archive. You can watch our show or past shows by going to chri.ca and clicking on the inside track, and there's a whole bunch of previous shows that you can actually watch, not just listen to. So we're glad that you joined us on the inside track on real estate. Have a wonderful day.